All right, folks, this is the one you've been waiting for. Don't confuse the facts. An explosive update here today because it confirms. There's been so much debate, so much confusion, and the fudsters have been just lining up to see us lose. And they're going to get a little bit upset after watching this clip, folks. First off, we're going to play a clip here from Anthony Welfare, the CBDC advisor for Ripple, talking about Palau issuing their national stablecoin, which is a US dollar stablecoin, on the public XRP ledger. Not a private ledger. This is on the public XRP ledger. This is what we've been waiting for. I'm going to play this clip here, folks. This one's shared here by Darren Moore Jr. on YouTube. That's Fame21 More is his Twitter handle. Let's take a listen in here, folks.
So what are we learning? So we've got 2 announced projects, and then we've got 5 under NDA. Royal Monetary Authority of Bhutan is a real CBDC, so there's a central bank, and they've issued a currency, and that's very much at decent stages at the moment. And Palau is actually a US dollar stablecoin. So Palau has its own government, but no central bank. So they use the US dollar. So we're issuing on the public blockchain, on the public XRP ledger, a USD stablecoin for this country to use. That's actually quite interesting for innovation, because there's other things can be done with that.
Palau is issuing a dollar stablecoin on the XRP ledger. You just heard it out of Anthony Welfare's mouth, yet I hear people trying to argue that it's not. You just heard it out of his mouth. That's what he said. It's going to be issued on the XRP ledger.
So there you have it. Don't confuse the facts, folks. Now, we have another tweet here shared by Anthony Welfare, and he says, "What a great kickoff for the Ripple CBDC team with the Central Bank of Montenegro. Great to be working with such a great team and country." So Montenegro does have a central bank, and they have partnered up here with Ripple. Now we have this guy here. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this guy's name here, but he's the advisor in the Prime Minister office in charge for economic policy matters. And this right here, folks, is interesting because remember, Montenegro uses the euro. They're not actually officially part of the Eurozone, but they use the euro currency, okay? So with Palau, you have a US dollar stablecoin on the public XRP ledger. We're going to see where this partnership goes if they build on the private ledger. Many of the CBDCs we suspect will be on the private ledger within kind of walled gardens, but there will always be that big red button that they can hit, like David Schwartz talks about, where you can lower the walls and open up and access and have that interoperability with the public main chain and with other blockchains. But critical work, and this was a partnership that was announced actually earlier this month, maybe even last month, with the Bank of Montenegro, Central Bank of Montenegro and Ripple. But now we see here that it looks like the project is kicking off, okay? So it's now beginning. We see the US dollar stablecoin issued in Palau. That's major. And then here with Montenegro, you know that they use the euro. So now we've had basically 2 proxy tests for a US dollar stablecoin on the XRP ledger. And then now here we're going to see potential for a euro stablecoin, Euro CBDC. Something's going on here, or maybe it's going to not involve the euro at all, right? This project's just getting started. There's been much confusion about, are these CBDCs on the private ledger? Are they on the public ledger? David Schwartz came out and said that there's no CBDCs on the public XRP ledger right now. But, okay, we can't get lost in the technical nuance. There is a national stablecoin issued on the public XRP ledger, according to Anthony Welfare. So not a CBDC, but a national stablecoin. And yes, I understand these are some smaller countries. They're not the big ones. But remember, we've been working with Bank of England. We've been working with the biggest banks and institutions in the world for years. And that's why we have over 400 plus partnerships. And then what did Anthony also say there? 5 partnerships that are under NDA. And I would suspect that those might be a little bit bigger of deals, which is why they're not public, maybe a little bit bigger countries, a little bit bigger magnitude. But like we're saying, what's important here is that you have a US dollar stablecoin issued on the XRP ledger. And now we're going to see Central Bank of Montenegro. They use the euro right now. Are they going to use, a euro stablecoin, a CBDC that's backed by the euro, pegged to the euro? I mean, there's many ways that they could do this. But I want to reiterate a point, guys, why this is so why it's so easy to work with Ripple. When you go to Ripple, you're going with basically a company that can help you with your complete strategy for digital assets. Whether you want to do NFTs, metaverse, or whether you just want to source the best liquidity, Ripple can help facilitate that. The other thing that they've touted is that they can build you a CBDC in one day. People forget about that. Now, we debate, is it on the private ledger, is it on this or that? David Schwartz is on the code. You can see where he forked the XRP ledger and did make the private version of it for the CBDCs. But that doesn't mean that that the private ledger for central bank digital currencies is not going to interoperate with the public main chain. Right? That does not remove it. And you still are going to need that neutral bridge currency between all CBDCs, between all stablecoins, between all forms of value. And so that's where XRP's need only grows as we get more CBDCs, as we get more of an internet of value that is completely tokenized, everything in this world. So folks, once again, further confirmation, the biggest banks and institutions in the world, including central banks, choosing Ripple. Now, whether you're thumbs up, thumbs down on the CBDC, I have my feelings about that too. We can talk about that in a different session, but nonetheless, are we going to make some money off this opportunity? I think that we've positioned ourselves to ride a wave here where we see a lot of utility and a lot of liquidity coming to the public XRP ledger eventually. Even if they have their walled gardens, even if they do JPM coin, eventually you need interoperability and you need the best liquidity. Where is the best liquidity right now? Well, you're seeing that Bitcoin and Ethereum do have more volume, do have more liquidity, quote unquote liquidity on the public trading of Bitcoin and Ethereum. But there are deals, as we've seen, deals behind the doors here, 1,700 plus contracts that were cited in the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. And you heard Anthony Welfare right there. 5 central bank partnerships that are under NDA. So think about that. If they have 5 central bank partnerships that are under NDA, how many other banks and institutions do you think that they have under NDA? I'll let you guys continue the speculation from there. It's fantastic to get that confirmation from Anthony Welfare that this national stablecoin for Plow is on the public XRP ledger. And then it's fantastic to see that we have another Central Bank of Montenegro partnering up with Ripple. So folks, if that news gets you excited, if that news gets you a little turned on and gets you enough to start speculating further, because I wouldn't dare speculate further than that. I only take what the team at Ripple says, what the developers say, and what the thought police on Twitter fact check me on, and then I share that with you guys. All jokes aside, though, folks, if you appreciate this content, let's smash that thumbs up. Make sure you hit the notification bell. And on the way out, if you want to, you can head to my website, zachrector.com, and you can sign up for our Patreon, our Discord group. Right now, we're running a special. Sign up now for 1 year. You get 16% off your membership, and you're going to get a free 30-minute one-on-one session with myself. If you're looking to take advantage of that deal, we're going to be cutting that off here shortly. So take advantage of it while it's there. I've been throwing it out there kind of low-key in some of the videos here. Sorry to shill my own stuff. I don't have any sponsorships. You guys know that. We're always going to stay true to you guys. And so I appreciate everyone for the support. Fantastic news shared here again today. And I will see you guys in the next one. God bless you all.